How's it going, guys? Grimsie42 here, and I am back with week 5 of my continuing garage sale chronicles, and I've got some pretty cool stuff to show you. Stuff that you typically don't find at garage sales, at least in my case. I mean, maybe you guys have this kind of luck, but I was definitely not going to complain with some of the stuff that I found, and I'm definitely really excited to show you guys, so without further ado, let's check it out. Alright guys, so this week was really a weird one. It started off pretty good and it ended off really good, so I'm just going to show you the stuff. The first sale I went to advertised DS and Wii games, and as you all probably know by now, I'm going for complete Wii, potentially. I'm definitely looking for it for now. I'll decide on how much I want it to be complete when I run out of shelf space, which is pretty soon actually. So I wound up picking up a nice little bundle of Wii games here. I want to say I got everything here for $5, so I thought that was a fair deal. This first thing was just a throw-in. It's just a pile of stuff. It's got like a steering wheel, a whole bunch of those controller condoms, I call them. It looks like both varieties, the longer ones and the shorter ones, so that you could put the little Motion Plus attachment on them. So, a whole bunch of stuff in there. I thought that was, you know, a nice throw-in, I guess. I really have no need for it. I'll probably just trade these off or whatever. But aside from that, it was actually 3 games, at least 2 that I needed for my collection. I'm not sure if I have this first one here. I'll have to double check. Star Wars The Clone Wars Republic Heroes. Complete. Next one was Six Flags Fun Park. Not one I've ever seen, so couldn't tell you if it's obscure or not, but looks like it's complete, and it even has a free kids ticket to Six Flags, but there hasn't been a Six Flags near me for almost a decade. So the last one here, and what made this deal very good, like I said, I think I got all these for $5, is a copy of Animal Crossing City Folk. So was absolutely not going to complain about getting a first-party game for, you know, part of that deal. So definitely a really good bundle there. The next location I stopped at, one of the local competitors, I don't know if he's a reseller or not, he's actually a really nice guy, had beat me to the sale, and he's a larger gentleman, so he was kind of huddled over the video games, and I walked over, and I'm like, you know, I'm not going to just stand here. This guy's going to clean it out. I'm not going to waste my time. So I went to a few other sales that were right down the street, and on my way back, I noticed he was still standing there. So I was kind of like, you know what? Something's not right here. Let me go check this out. So basically, he was just hemming and hawing, and he really wasn't holding anything, and he was kind of looking at DVDs and stuff. So I went over there, and I just started picking stuff up. And one thing he did beat me to was a Mario and Luigi for the DS. I think it was the Bowser-themed one. Maybe it was called like Bowser's Story or something, I forget, but he had that in his hands. But I did wind up grabbing a big pile here, and I got all this for $10, so he kind of missed out, because he had like so much time that he could have beaten me to these. But anyway, the first one is Transformers Dark of the Moon Autobots. Complete. A couple PS1 games here. We got Power Rangers Time Force. This will be staying with my collection. I do not own it. Army Men Air Attack. Same deal. I'll be keeping it in my collection. Next one is a greatest hits copy of Crash Team Racing. I think I've already got this one, so this will be probably a trade bait. Same with this next one. I already have it. Crash Bash. Pretty good one here. Crash Bandicoot Warped Greatest Hits. And Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back. So pretty cool little PS1 lot there. And the icing on the cake, and part of that $10 bundle, was a copy of Pokemon Battle Revolution. And I'm kind of like, dude, why didn't you pick this up? You know, I don't understand. Disc has seen better days. It is a bit scratched, but if I cannot have it resurfaced, I could always trade it to somebody who has a resurfacer or whatnot. So in the meantime, part of that $10 bundle, I was not going to complain. I really was not. I was really happy with that. And again, I was surprised that the gentleman didn't pick them up. Maybe he's wasn't aware, or maybe he's a collector and he didn't care about that stuff. But when garage sales are out there and competition is fierce, I get what I can get, because the way I look at it is, if you find $20 worth of games you don't need, you could sell or trade those for $20 worth of games you do need. So I look at that as walking up to the garage sale and finding exactly what I want and just having a little footwork in between, because that's really what it equates to at the end of the day. So this last sale I went to, I'm going to go ahead and call it MILF Central. And the reason I say that is there was like 3 women at this sale, and they were all of some sort of running the sale. They all either live there or whatever, and they were all wearing those damn yoga pants, which are a curse to every man in the world in my eyes. But anyways, aside from MILF Central, there was a guy standing there, and he was smoking a cigarette, and I was like, you know, hey, did you guys have any video games? And he was like, yeah, I haven't brought them out yet. Which is always good news for me, because that means I get first dibs and I know that nobody's looked at them. So he goes in the house for a little while. He comes back out. I was, you know, entertaining myself speaking to these MILFs in the meantime. And basically he comes out and he's just got this gigantic box. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, this guy's got some cool stuff. So first I'm going to show you the disc-based games that I purchased off him. I got 4 here. And I want to say, I think I paid $25 for everything I'm going to show you for the rest of this video. This was the last sale of the week. The first one was an Xbox game, and it's the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction. It's really, really clean, looks pretty good, pretty interesting, so definitely thought I would add that to the collection. This next one here is Defiance. Complete. Next one is a Square Enix game, looks interesting, called Thief. Probably just a huge ripoff of Assassin's Creed. Looks like this one had like pamphlets, and it had one of those eternal manuals. I'll pop the disc out so you guys can see what I mean. I just think this game never came with one. It's kind of got like text in the background you can see there, so I wasn't too upset that there was no manual with it. Next is a limited edition of Metro Last Light. I heard good things about this one also, and it was complete. I don't think it had any DLC cards or anything. Now the last 2 items I'm going to show you. Neither of these are games, but they're very game related. And like I said, when he told me it's like 25, maybe 30 for everything, I don't know. But the first item here, I think it's missing a slipcover, but still really cool. It's this gigantic Assassin's Creed tin. And inside of the tin, if I can get this opened, yeah, I opened it. Had the cardboard insert where the game went, which is whatever, but the thing that was really cool about it, if I can try to carefully remove this here, apparently a guy was a smoker, because as I open this it reeks of cigarettes. Looks like I can't get it all the way open, so I'll just show you a really, really cool Assassin's Creed statue. So I was definitely okay with getting this. I'm gonna have to cover it in dryer sheets, because like I said, it smells like cigarette smoke, but at the end of the day, still a really, really cool find. But this is not the big one that I was telling you about. The big one I was telling you about, and he kind of got whiny when I made my offer to him, and I explained to him, you know, that it's a garage sale and not eBay, because he had looked this item up, and I want to say it was like a $50 item on eBay. And when I made my offer, he kind of scoffed at me, and I said, well, you know, sir, it's totally at your leisure to list this on eBay and ship it, but it's probably going to cost you $30 to ship this thing, and when you see it, you will understand. And after thinking about it for a minute, he says, you know what, you're right, it's a garage sale, I don't want to be bothered with eBay, I don't want to pay fees, I don't want to deal with shipping this gigantic thing. And without further ado, I give you guys the just the special edition portion of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist Aircraft Edition. This is the gigantic box set, and the game is not in here, just everything else that would have been in there. And basically what that boils down to is this gigantic remote-controlled airplane. You can kind of see it there. I'll see if I can get it closer to the camera for you guys so you can... There you go. It comes with a huge frigging remote-control plane. So even though I have like no space for this, I kid you not, 0 frigging space for this, I thought this was really cool, and for that price, I couldn't turn it down. I opened it up. The airplane's never even been taken out of the packaging. It's not even assembled, so either I'm going to open this and probably crash it and destroy it, or maybe find somebody that's interested in trading for it. It's a really, really cool piece. I will only probably trade it locally. I cannot see any instance where mailing this would be in the favor of whoever's getting it from me, unless they're so desperate for one that they're willing to pay all the shipping. But I wouldn't even want to ship something this big, to be honest. It would just cost too much. But it's really, really cool. And definitely an awesome little surprise at the end of the garage sale day. So between that and the statue, I thought it was really, really cool. I know my buddy Jordan is into statues, so he's actually coming in town. I'm actually picking him up from the airport, him and Pat Danny S. Punk, for Con Bravo, and then we're all driving up to Canada together. So I'm actually going to show him this. He may want this off me. I mean, he's into the Assassin's Creed series. If he doesn't have it already, it's probably a pretty cool piece for his collection. He probably would appreciate it more than me. So either that, or I'll use it as the start of my statue collection, which I haven't decided that I want to do yet. But either way, I'll think about it and we'll figure it out one way or the other. But anyways, guys, let me know what some of the stuff you've been finding recently would be, and what is our, whatever, how you want to word it. And I appreciate you watching, sticking around to the end. And as always, till next time, take care.